met a girl that you tried to date, but a year to make love, she wanted you to wait. Let me tell you a story of my situation. I was talking to this girl from the U.S. nation. The way that I met her was on tour at a concert. She had long hair.
Darling, I just got some horrible news.
What? That old car on your mom acting up again?
No, it's Robert. His wife Bella, she just passed away. And he's in the area. So I invited him to spend the night.
Robert, the blind chap? What am I supposed to do with him?
Just one night.
Maybe I could take him bowling.
If you do love me, you'll do this for me. If you don't love me, okay. But if you had friends come to visit, I'll make him feel comfortable.
I don't have any blind friends.
You don't have any friends, period. Besides, his wife just died. For God's sakes. Don't you understand that?
Was his wife a Negro?
Are you crazy? Have you just flipped or something?
I was just asking.
My ideal of blind people came from the movies. In the movies, the blind move slowly and never laughed. Last summer in Seattle, my wife had needed a job. She got a job reading papers to the blind man. They become good friends, the blind man and she. On her last day in the office, the blind man asked if he could touch her face. She agreed to this. He touched his hands over her nose, lips, even her neck. So she went over the place with her officer, the childhood sweetheart, this man who'd first enjoyed her favors. She called the blind man up. They started to send each other taps, telling each other about their lives. Finally, one night she got to feeling depressed and lonely about her moving around life, and she ate all the pills in the medicine chest. But instead of dying, she just got sick. Then she got divorced from her officer, but she did have a name. He was the childhood sweetheart. And what more does he want? And then she started going out with me. She told the blind man about this. In taps, her divorce, her feelings, her going out and getting together with me, everything. She tells that blind man everything. And now the guy was coming to visit.
I want you to see Robert. Robert, this is my husband. I've told you all about him.
I feel like we have already met.
Likewise. Welcome. I've heard a lot about you.
Robert, to your left here, there's a chair. Just sit down.
Okay.
And this sofa we just bought you 2 weeks ago.
Which side of the train did you sit on?
What a question! What does it matter?
Just asking.
Right side. I have been on the train since I was a kid. I've gone winter my bed now. Do I look distinguished, my dear?
Yes, you do, Robert. It's really good to see you.
You want some drinks? What's your pleasure?
Bob, I'm a Scotchman myself.
Right, Bob. I knew it. A little water with the scotch?
Just a tad.
I knew it. Now let us pray.
How's the in-laws, Robert? Are they doing all right?
Oh, they have had time to get used to the idea of losing her. They were fine.
And you, Robert? You're fine too?
You know what I think about life and death. It doesn't bother me. I'd rather make the most out of my life than crying out spilled milk. Doing a good turn every day, that helps me more than any accounts of grieving.
Does your drink say?
Oh, thanks, man.
And, well, then tell me about Bella. I want to hear about a lovely woman. So, you've be doing me a good return.
You're still cheeky, my girl. Well, Bella.
As sly as a fox, as strong as an ox, as fast as a hare, as brave as a bear, as free as a bird, as neat as a word, as quiet as a mouse, as big as a house.
Viola sounds fun. I wish I met her.
Oh, let's color TV. Don't tell me how, but I can tell.
That's amazing. I think I'm going to change into my robes, Robert. Make yourself comfortable, okay?
My dear, I'm comfortable.
Say, do you want to try some dope? I just rolled a number.
Alright, let's have some.
Alright, let me roll you one. There you are.
Oh, that's the stuff.
What a smell!
We thought we'd have some cannabis.
Robert, I didn't know you smoke.
I do now. There's first time for everything.
I shouldn't smoking this. I can hardly keep my eyes open as it is.
This smells strawberry pie.
You know what? I'm just going to close my eyes. Robert, your room is ready if you want to go to bed.
Now
just
across
wake me up,
middle
okay?
America,
Okay.
the weather is mostly going to be raining. Hopefully, that won't be affecting your moods. The Olympic Peninsula over in Washington will be having sun for the next week. Please watch out
So,
for the
do you
data.
want to go to bed?
And that's the end of tonight's weather forecast.
I want to stay
Thank you
up
for
with
watching.
you. I
Good night.
think we don't have time to talk.
That's alright. I'm glad for the company.
Paris is French for Our Lady of Paris. The Notre Dame Cathedral is well named for its unfailing grace
Say,
brings
something
a
just occurred to me.
feminine
When
softness
people
to the
mention a
majesty
cathedral
of
to
a
you, do you
Catholic
know
church.
what is? Do you picture them? Do you know what they look like? You follow me?
Cathedral. I know they took hundreds of workers 50 or 100 years to build. The ones that start building never live to see the complete world. In that way, they're the same as the rest of us, huh? They are pretty much all I know. But maybe you could describe them. I'd like that. Hey, listen. Can I ask you something? Can you drive me a cathedral?
It was like nothing else in my life up to now. My eyes were still closed. I was in my house. I knew that. But I didn't feel like I was inside anything.
Really something.
You're so